Yeah. Hello and all, welcome to the Galaxy Man Show. I am here with Michael Redranger, giving his thoughts about Wild Blue Yonder. Michael, pleasure to have you on the show again. What's your thoughts? Like, what did you think about Wild Blue Yonder?
I thought it was I thought it was one of the more funny episodes of Doctor Who that we've seen so far. Um Honestly, especially when Donna said there's something so bad it made the TARDIS run away. I'm sorry, I'm just looking like wow. And see that right there. That is the iconic duo.
Yes, it is. Donna and the Doctor.
Exactly. Exactly. And honestly, like I said, like I told you earlier, so not ready for tomorrow.
Nope, neither am I. The Giggle, the toy maker, like, what does the toy maker have installed for the Doctor? Like, how is the toy maker going to make the Doctor regenerate into the new formed 15th Doctor? And what's like the whole set? Like, what's the puppet, like controlling everyone to react bad? I guess
Hmm.
like the whole world's in jeopardy now. Like, what's going on with this whole puppet and the toy maker? Like, what's installed for the 14th Doctor? How is he going to regenerate? What's going to lead him to regenerate? It's very interesting, and I'm so excited. What did you think about the creatures in Wild Blue Yonder? Like, what did you think about the double game?
I mean, I kind of figured it was going to happen sometime. I was just waiting. I was just waiting. I kind of figured it was going to happen, but but it's like the fact that they started talking and thinking like the Doctor and Donna. That's what got me. I'm like, oh, so we're being sophisticated now.
Like, what was like the most like favorite scene from the double gangers that you enjoyed the most?
When the Doctor tried not to think.
Yes, yes. I actually
Oh my
like the
god.
salt when he like spreaded the whole salt and everything on the floor, and like
Hmm.
Donna's double ganger had to like count the salt, and he was like, I think I made a mistake doing the salt. Like, what was the mistake that he did? Like, why does the Doctor regret doing the salt? Like, that's very interesting. Like, does that play a part in next week's episode of the Doctor like regretting that he did the salt in Wild Blue Yonder? Like, does that play a part in?
Or it could be, or it could be homage to when that episode where he had to detox himself.
Yes. Yep, yep.
So you never know.
True, true. Daniel, what are your thoughts on Wild Blue Yonder? What did you think of Wild Blue Yonder?
I liked the episode. I thought it was pretty cool. This ship, it it was big. It was big, but they never explained like what century were they in. What century were they in? Were they in the future, or did they had to have been in the future? But they never explained it.
So first up, they went to Isaac Newton. That was a great scene. I have to say that that
Oh,
was
yeah, we talked
Isaac
about
Newton.
this. Yeah, last week we talked about. Remember, we talked about this last week with Joe. I
Yes,
don't like it how they changed history. And okay, first, yeah, they changed history, and instead of gravity, it's mavity. And I'm
gravity.
like,
Yeah.
what? That is so stupid.
Well, Doctor Who does leaps and bounds like that all the time. Like, it's not going to stick. I don't think it's going to stick.
Yeah, because eventually in the future they're going to say gravity, right? They're going to say
Yeah,
gravity in the future, right?
of course.
But I don't know if they're going to explain if they're going to explain why the change, like how did it change back to gravity? They're never going to explain it,
Yeah.
and unless this has a bigger implication, like in the next episode, he goes back and he does something. He like maybe tells Sir Isaac Newton, oh, it's by the way, it's gravity, not gravity. So yeah.
Well, it could have been. It could have been. So in tomorrow's episode, there's a puppet playing a part where the puppet and it's like the toy, like it's controlling things, and the toy maker is also controlling things. Like the toy maker could have many parts that he's played through, like maybe Wild Blue Yonder of the events with like the Mavity and stuff. Maybe the toy maker had something to do with all of this certain stuff happening with the two episodes that we've seen so far. Maybe the toy maker has had a plan this whole time, and the events that we've seen have led up to this point.
Honestly, I have to agree with you on that.
Because the toy maker is very like back in the day, the toy maker was very like trickster, kind of like I'm gonna mess with you, Doctor, kind of thing. Like with the first Doctor, and it's like the toy
Mhm.
maker's got bigger agendas than we've ever seen before. Like he's an internal, like the toy maker is an internal, basically.
Like honestly, I cannot wait to see Neil Patrick Harris nail this.
Neil Patrick Harris is going to be phenomenal in the role of the toy maker. I'm so excited for his performance and just to see like what new things he does with the celestial toy maker and like what new things the Doctor and the toy maker will get up to. Like I'm so excited. I'm so on board with like the giggle. Like last episode, last 60th episode, leads into the 15th Doctor, Shooty Gatwa, like new era of Doctor Who's coming. Like we have the church on Ruby Road that's coming Christmas Day, and we already have goblins. So the Goblin King and the goblins coming into the church on Ruby Road. We have a musical goblin song coming out on Monday, on the 11th of December, which is going to be incredible too. But yeah, I think they're going on a really good route with the 15th, with the 15th Doctor's era, and starting. I think they're because they're set. So Russell T Davies has said, "Stay tuned," because like he's like Russell T Davies was like, "Stay tuned," because like we have bigger and better things coming, and I think Doctor Who's going down a musical route. I feel like because we're getting a lot of musical, and I think Neil Patrick Harris is going to be doing a musical number in this episode, and it looks very
I think
like
so too.
yeah. And
I honestly think you're right.
David Tennant and Neil Patrick Harris actually dance in this episode, so I think there's going to be a bit of a musical with the toy maker, and it's very interesting. And I'm very excited to see Melanie Bush from old classic Doctor Who from the Colin Baker's era returning as a companion again for this 60th episode called The Giggle, which I'm very excited to see her. She was the one that gave Colin Baker's Doctor carrot juice. I don't know if you remember that, Michael.
I do. I do remember that.
So Melanie Bush is coming back, and she gets to work with Donna and the Doctor for Unit, which I'm very excited about. And then she's going to return for season 1 of the 15th Doctor's era. So I'm very excited to see Melanie Bush come back. Daniel,
Melanie Bush is coming back.
Melanie Bush is coming back. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is she? Do you think?
Probably in her late 50s, late 60s, maybe.
Honestly, I feel like the actress that played Sarah Jane is smiling down.
She's definitely smiling down. Elizabeth Sladen, I adore her so much, even still. Like, bless Elizabeth Sladen. Like, Sarah Jane Adventures was such a memorable show, and seeing Doctor Who progress as a show and seeing like just seeing Doctor Who as a show progress more and more, and seeing all the beloved companions come back, it's beautiful to see. Like even like I think Melanie Bush is going to be the new Sarah Jane. I think like I feel in my bones like we're going to get like a Melanie Bush spin-off, which is going to be like the Melanie Adventures or something like that. Because I know
I think so too.
Yeah, I know Melanie Bush is going to be in season 1 with Shruti Gatwa's Doctor, so it's like a kind of like Sarah Jane kind of thing with Melanie Bush, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Daniel, what are
Who
your
was Melanie Bush, by the way? Forgot.
Melanie Bush was with Colin Baker's Doctor. She was the one with the orange hair.
Oh, her. Yeah. Oh, Mel.
Yeah,
Yeah. She was cute back in the day.
Hold on. Listen, even though it's not working, I gotta get my Sonic.
yes.
But like, okay, this episode really this episode kind of freaked me out. Okay, so like they went, but you know what? This episode wasn't supposed. I mean, it didn't have to happen because like it all happened because of Donna because she spilled the tea or the coffee all over the
The
console,
coffee.
right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have happened, but she did. And
Because Donna is Donna. That's why. Because Donna is Donna.
yeah, I
Donna,
know. I
Donna
get
is a
it,
classic companion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, but it's like the TARDIS knew that to take them to that area because the TARDIS knew about the whole like space people and like coming into the ship and see, at first I thought to myself maybe the Doctor and the aliens would work together to save the ship. At first, did you think that at one point?
At one point, yeah, I did. Like they were cool. Like these creatures were. I don't know if you remember the episode called Midnight, right, Daniel? Like back
Well,
in.
oh yeah. Well, was that what? Yeah, that one, Midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Midnight, I swear this was like a prequel or something like from Midnight. Like that, like they were doing like a prequel kind of like wrap up kind of thing for this episode, and it was like very similar to like Midnight. Like I feel like because they were at the edge of the universe and they had no idea what these creatures were, and it was like very similar to like Midnight where you didn't see the creature, but you you still didn't know what this creature was, like what this creature wanted and what these creatures wanted, and it was very interesting. Like I thought it was like a very interesting take, I guess, on Midnight, on the episode Midnight from season 4.
Mm.
Yeah. But wait, Midnight, that episode. Like, what was that? I forgot that episode. It was such a long time ago. Like,
So
they went on a planet. Yeah, they went on a
yeah,
planet with like there's like silver energy outside, and nothing can survive outside,
pretty
and
much.
people were Yeah, it's like this crystal silver energy outside that vaporizes everything,
Hmm.
and so they need planes and technology to cross the planet.
But there was like an invisible like entity that came into the plane or whatever thing that they were in, um, like the Midnight ship, whatever it was called.
It was
Uh,
like an airplane or something. It was like an airplane. Like, oh, they have
yeah,
a old like a airplane from modern time. Yeah, on
pretty
there.
much.
Like,
Yeah,
wow, they
and it
ran
was
out
like
of
an evil.
budget.
It was like an evil entity that came, like a invisible entity that came in and took over Sky Silvestri's body, which was
Yep.
very
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Love that. But yeah, these creatures were very similar to that, I guess, in very similar ways. Like we still have no idea what these creatures' names were, like what these creatures' agendas were. Like I feel like these creatures could come back at some point for shooting out this Doctor.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Like I don't think their story is over yet, which I think, yeah, something chilling with these creatures are going to come for the 15th Doctor,
Yeah,
and
I think I honestly think they survived that blazing inferno.
of course they did. Like I love the moment too when we got the mention of the flux that happened in Jodie's Doctor's era too.
I remember.
Yeah, I saw a little
I
clip of
remember
the
that.
Flux.
What was
Yeah, I saw Tech Tayun talk to the Doctor about the multiverse, and how they were between universes and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty cool, you know?
Well, the whole
I like that.
multiverse, like the whole multiverse now is like a part of Doctor Who in many ways now. Like especially
Exactly.
especially because of the flux.
But
Like,
remember what Connor was saying last week on Joe's show? He kept
mm,
on insisting there's no multiverse in Doctor Who. There's only like one universe.
yeah.
And he just kept on insisting. Now I'm like, no, man, there's a multiverse now. It's everywhere. And he's like, no, there's only one universe, and
Well, they've already stated that there's a multiverse out there in Doctor Who, and
Mm-hmm.
Tales of the TARDIS already explained that there's like a
exactly,
billion
yeah.
multiverses out there.
You see, that's how they can bring back the older Doctors as they are now. They can just say, oh, they're from different universes that they never regenerated. They just kept on going.
Well, yeah, of course they can.
Mm.
I actually have a feeling that Susan Foreman, the first Doctor's granddaughter, is probably going to make an appearance, supposedly, in this episode that we're getting. So we're probably going to end up seeing Susan again, and I actually have a feeling that Susan's going to be in one of the homing places that Wilfred's in. I think we're going to end up seeing Susan in one of the homes that Wilfred's in.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but wait,
I
do you
can't
think
wait.
they're going to explain? Sorry about that, Michael. But do you think they're going to explain what happened to David? Because the last time we saw Susan, she was with David in the 22nd century.
True.
That is true.
There's possibilities, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, with the giggle. But I feel like we're gonna get a few cameos, a few good cameos, and it's very interesting.
A few good cameos, a few great
A few
cameos.
great cameos. Yes, that's what I meant to say. But yeah, I 100% like this episode is gonna be the all time. Like even Russell T Davies was like, uh, don't go online, don't check out the spoilers. Like you're gonna be spoiled if you check out the spoilers. Basically, he's like warning you now. Don't go online. Don't check out the spoilers. Just don't check out any clips because all the clips are gonna be online straight after the episode. So it's like,
All I'm gonna say is this: I'm so not ready.
nah, neither am I. I don't want to see David Tennant as the 14th Doctor leave. But if the split regeneration,
Oh, please, yeah, split regeneration. That's probably a thing.
that is probably a thing, which is very interesting too. Like that means David Tennant's Doctor would stay. Do you reckon they'd kill off Donna, or no? Do you reckon Donna will survive?
I hope not. I like Donna. I really do.
I do too. I hope she survives.
I know Donna needs to survive. Donna needs a good, happy ending for herself as a companion, as the Doctor's companion, and I need a happy ending for Donna. So hashtag happy ending for Donna. Noble. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
very excited for the giggle tomorrow. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Daniel, for taking a part in this. Talking about Wild Blue Yonder, talking about giggle for tomorrow. Stay tuned because we're going to be doing many reviews talking about the last episode, and then we have the Church on Ruby Road, Christmas Day. So yeah, everyone, stay tuned. As I said, Michael Redranger, thank you so much for joining. You're a legend. Daniel, hot topics. Go follow Daniel. Everyone, show the love, show the support, and yeah, we'll be back for the Giggle review tomorrow. So stay tuned.
And just know I'm gonna probably have a box of tissues. Yeah.
Thank you. Tell me about it. I'm watching all 3 episodes in one day again, to just rehash everything basically. Me and my brother are doing a whole watch three episodes, and then yeah, I'll be like, okay, that's gonna be cool. So stay
Can't
tuned.
wait.
But this whole split regeneration thing, I hope they can do it multiple times in the series. Like maybe okay, let's say they do a split regeneration, and then maybe they can have Shooty and David Tennant split, right?
Yes.
I hope they can do it with other doctors too. Wouldn't it be awesome if let's say Shooty regenerates, right? And then
Mhm.
they can do the same thing, but this time with Capaldi. Capaldi and Shooty split, and you can have Capaldi now in the same time, in the same place, traveling the cosmos. At the same time. That'd be great.
I would, I
I
would,
think it would.
I would actually love to see like Peter Capaldi or Matt Smith come back at some point, like or like maybe specials at some point.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing that they could come back for like the 20th anniversary of New Who in 2025. There's like rumors about that.
Okay.
Give us back Matt Smith.
Yes.
BBC. Give us
I
back
need Matt
Matt
Smith.
Smith.
Matt Smith. Yes. Anyways, thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and yeah, see you all tomorrow for the giggle. Get ready.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.